More Pops on this show.
I'm working on it. I'm slowly massaging him, getting him on the show. Yeah, he sounded a little bit more like, okay, yeah, all right. Because he's
I said, tell him I said, come on, take his beat like a man. That's what I said. I feel like a boxing motor. Yeah, we want Pops. We want Pops. We want Pops next.
You know what, though? I think we should do a commercial. Look, in the commercial, I might have some sponsors come on next week talking about we want Pop on the show.
Pops.
You know what? I think I might send you a video to Pop, but let Pop see that video. We might get Pops next week. Did you hear me?
Pops, come on while he's in his prime. Don't wait till he's down and out. Come on now.
I sent you that video. I think we'll see Pops next week. Did you hear me?
Yeah. I'll get him on. Okay. I'll show him this. Matter of fact, I'll put this in front of the show so he'll see it.
Have you watched the show?
We watch the show and send it to him every week.
All right, Pops. Let's go, baby.
Don't take your beating. Come on now, we waiting on you.
Welcome to the NFL Picks with Black Thor, Ice Water, and yours truly, Puma. This is week 11 of the NFL Picks with the Goon Squad. I was checking some of the experts, fellas, and their picks this year. And we're like, all of us are in the 90s. We got folks that are experts that get paid to do this that are in the 70s. They haven't figured it out. So check CBS with all the experts and all that other stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So if you haven't checked out our picks throughout the year, watch, share, like, comment, subscribe to our channel so that every time we come on, every time we put up a show, you will be the first to get the show. So how you doing, Black?
Doing well, man. Doing well. You know, it's midweek. Got to make a move at some point. Wasn't it 5-6 weeks ago? So yeah, I'm there. You know, we got a little ground. We made a little ground from last week. Small increment changes, baby. Small increment changes. What we do from this point on.
So you made a little ground. Okay. Yes. Ice, how you doing, man?
You know, I'm outstanding, brother. I'm sitting in the catbird seat. Took a little L last week, but it's all right. You know, as long as you stay in that range, you don't want to get too far up, too far down. You just stay right there. So I'm close to Pop. I am smelling what he was bringing right now.
Yeah, Pop said that he's going wild. He's going wild this week. So we're going to see his picks because he picks in the pick order first, followed by me, then Black, and then Ice.
Last. I thought it was first this week. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So let's go through the picks from last week. 3 of us, Pop, myself, and Black went 9-5 last week. And Ice Water slipped to 8-6 last week. Pop still leads in the overall lead with 97 wins, 49 losses with 1 tie, followed by Ice with 96 wins, 50 losses, 1 tie. I'm in third with 94 wins, 52 losses, and 1 tie. And Black is back in the back this week. He tied me last week, but then he slipped up. 1 game slipped up. And he has a 93, 53, and 1 tie. Give me your eye test, Ice, about last week's picks and the games.
Yeah, just when you look at the whole situation, how it just went down, you say to yourself, it's crazy. It remains crazy. To watch Seattle play the way that they did was just like, it just took me back a little bit too. The Giants winning was a little bit more shocking too.
Yes.
Yeah, Giants was a little shocking. The way, and I guess I'm trying to figure this out. Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. You have what you had before, and you're just not making it work that way. I don't understand that. The other thing too is take head off to Miami. You know, Miami is said that before. I like the way Miami is moving forward with their team. I like the way they're playing. I just like the whole, because the reason why I like them is because they come together. They came together. You didn't know what was going on. They made a lot of moves that I mentioned to you before, and you just didn't know how the mix was going to come together. And to watch them now progress and win ball games, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the league, and I just like watching that all come together. So yeah.
Yeah, Miami is 3-0 with Tua at the helm as quarterback, and so he kind of snuffed out any questions about him starting. I told Black maybe a couple of weeks ago, we were kind of joking around that the New York Giants are going to win that division, and they're playing like they want to win that division. They may win it with 6 or 7 games, but they're looking like it. Jacksonville really gave Green Bay a run for their money, and Jacksonville plays Pittsburgh this week, and I don't know if Pittsburgh's going to go undefeated. This is a letdown game for them, but we'll get to the picks a little bit later. The other game that really kind of got me was how easily Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati, because Cincinnati was that team that was coming on with Joe Burrow, and also what got me also because Black picked the Los Angeles Rams last week. He was able to get that win over Seattle. The Rams just put that D on Seattle and just really took them out. I wanted to go back to you, Ice, about Russell Wilson. It's one of our favorite players in the league, and I know you probably have him on fantasy. It seems like without that running game, they're not really kind of doing anything as far as winning. I think they dropped the last 2 or 3 games that they played, and that running game is very crucial to how that offense and how that team kind of goes, because their defense really can't hold teams. What are your thoughts about that?
No, you're absolutely right. When you don't have a running game, then we know if you play football, you watch enough football, you realize on defense they can do what they can put you in a box, is what they call putting you in a box. So therefore, they can either use zone or they can just really back. They can rush only so many people. Let's say you rush 4 guys up front, then everybody else, you know how you look at it, it's 7 other guys can be out there making plays. So no matter how many receivers you send out, 4 or 5, whatever, you can almost literally double team almost up to 3 guys, almost 4 guys with the rest of the players. So when you know somebody's going to throw constantly, then it's a little bit easier. And then 2, if the 4-man rush or 5-man rush is able to put pressure on the quarterback, it just changes the game. And I think that's what's happening. And I do think, too, that Russell Wilson is pressing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's throwing the ball a lot more downfield. And I think part of what he's going to have to do now is he's going to have to become more mobile. I mean, he is. I mean, he's done a little bit. But you notice in the pocket lately, he's like, he'll take a step and he'll go like this and he'll just stay there. He's going to have to move. He's going to have to move more. And they're going to have to they have enough tight ends now. They have to give him more short options. I mean, the long ball is great, but you can't try to hit it every time, which means very quickly you can't get down by 17 points. That's the problem, too. When they're behind, he's trying to make plays, and it's really hurting them.
All right, Black, we're going to come to you. It's sitting in the kiddie chair. You're kind of low on the screen.
We'll make it happen, baby. We'll make it happen.
Give me your eye test, man. Last week's and your picks.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Even though I think we all took Tennessee, I'll start there. I heard Ice talking about Tennessee, and that was a big disappointment. I mean, anytime you can make them start talking about the other quarterback as a Hall of Famer, there's something wrong with your defense. And they'd be slipping and sliding at the wrong time, and I don't know what's going on. I was fortunate to take the Rams I think I took the Rams to beat Seattle. I just don't trust Seattle no more. Rams defense is tough. I took the Giants. I was fortunate there. But some other picks, man, Houston. And I just don't get it. I look at them and I'm like, it finally hit me how Bill O'Brien has left that cover empty on the defensive side of the line of the field, because they can't tackle, they can't play defense. They made Cleveland look like an old school throwback runaway team, and it's ridiculous. And I feel sorry for the head coach that steps in there, because the head coach that stepped in, you're gonna be behind the 8 ball immediately, because that defense is depleted, and the offense is somewhat depleted itself. So it's gonna be a tough team. I think it's a good job, but I hope Aaron doesn't find himself there, because it's gonna take a while to get them going again. But to me, that was kind of more, even though they're not a great team, just the way they lost, they couldn't, for the longest time, that game was 3-0. And they couldn't even score. They would get down there, fumble. It was just something kept happening time and time after again. It was like, what the heck is going on? And Jacksonville, I'm going to tip my head to the Jacksonville head coach because when I thought they might have been, basically done, not saying they're winning, but that team is battling. They're close. They're very close in Miami. What can you say about the Dolphins, man? I'd not be surprised if the Dolphins win one playoff game this year, bro. I would not be surprised they win one. They're that good.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Baltimore a little bit earlier, and I remember we talked about it in Monday's show. And what I saw with Baltimore is that they have two pretty much receivers that they go to, and teams have figured that out, Hollywood Brown and the tight end. And I'm waiting for Baltimore to make adjustments on offense. And they're just not making adjustments. I don't know if teams are playing a box and one with Lamar Jackson. That's a basketball reference. Just having one guy watch him as everybody else plays zone. I know a few teams have been doing that this year. Have been playing like a box and one with quarterbacks who like to move around a lot, and they'll zone you up, and they'll just leave one guy to man you up, and maybe they're seeing that. But let's go to our picks in Week 11. The pick order is Pop, myself, Puma, along Black Thor, and Ice will pick last. And the first game on tap is Arizona at Seattle for the Thursday night game. And Pop went with Arizona. I'm going with Arizona too. Looking at their stats, things of that sort, and there are a number of players. The running backs are out for Seattle. They desperately need the running backs. And Arizona is high flying in their offense. They're ranked in the top 3 in the offense, especially passing. And Seattle can't stop anybody. So I'm going with Arizona. Black?
Yeah, I usually don't like Arizona on the road in those games playing Seattle, but Seattle's defense is hard. And Arizona doesn't feel themselves. They're not afraid of Seattle. They're not. They smacked them early in the season. If I'm correct, they're going to smack them again. I'm taking the Cardinals.
All right. Ice, who you got?
I've been wrong on Thursday night, probably the last damn 5 times in a row. I have been incorrect, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, but Arizona is really fired up. They won the game. They're all excited. Hopkins makes the catch. But you know what? To hell with that. I'm going with Seattle. Russell Wilson. That's what I do.
Yes, sir, baby.
I'm good.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm good. You know what? Chicago got me last week, but I'll be damned. That little man gonna get me again this time.
You said the little man. He is good. He is good. Next game on tap is New England versus Houston. Papa's going with New England. Black, you said a mouthful about that Houston team. And the way Belichick will be able to take players and whoever he has and come up with a winning formula for a game and make adjustments, I've always been impressed with that. Not to say I always liked it, but I've always been impressed with that, how he's able to do it. I got to go with New England, too, over Houston. Who you got, Black?
Yeah, I like Romeo Crennel, but I don't see anything since he's took over the head coaching job. I don't see anything he's doing with that team. And to me, if you can coach, and I'm not saying he's going to probably get the job past the interim stage, it's just like cooking. Sometimes you go in the kitchen, you may not have all the ingredients that you need, but you take what you have and you make the best out of it. And when you prepare it, it tastes well. And he's not doing that with this team because he really can't. They don't have a lot there. But this one's easy for me. The Patriots kind of found their groove last week. They're going to find it again this week, man, against the Texans. I'm taking the Patriots.
Okay. All right, so you got?
I would love to take the Texans, but I watched them struggle versus Cleveland. I mean, it was like 3-0, 3-0. And they were right there, and they just could not find a way to do anything. And I don't know what the answer is. Plus, too, you made a wise point about Belichick basically going to teach his pupil, Romeo Crennel, how it's done. And they've won ugly, but they can win ugly again against Houston. Doesn't take much. So I'm going to select the New England Patriots.
Okay. Next game on tap is Detroit at Carolina. Papa's going with the home team, Carolina. I'm going with Detroit. And the reason why I'm going with Detroit is that Carolina got a lot of banged up folks over there. And I don't know if – I don't really trust Detroit. And this is my second week in a row picking them. But their injury list is not as vast as Carolina. So I got to go with Detroit. Black?
Yeah, I don't want to favor Detroit. I'm not sure what Sam's going to play this week. Actually, Carolina, the quarterback. I think he's a little banged up, and I'm not sure he's going to roll out. But damn, Carolina always kind of makes it interesting. This game is in Carolina or is in Detroit?
It's in Carolina.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta go with Detroit. If the Detroit quarterback is playing, I gotta go with him. I think the offense is gonna be enough. Even though I would love to kind of take Carolina here, I just can't. I'll take. Since Ice took Seattle, I'll take Detroit with this one, man.
That's a big leap. That's a big leap.
You just leap past me, my pick. Ice did this.
Bro,
I'm gonna do that.
Bro, let's be honest. We already know what's gonna happen there. So we. This is the cards already, baby.
Who did you say? I mean, he jumped out there like, you gonna tell me who he got? Like he doing me a favor.
I said, since you took Seattle, I gotta make sure this week work, bro. You taking Seattle, I gotta, I'm gonna take Detroit. I'm already probably one up now already, so cool. I gotta roll Detroit, bro. I got no flexibility here.
He'll leapfrog me. He going out. He looking at you. He ain't even looking at me.
Exactly.
All right, Detroit and Carolina. All right, so you got.
Who did you pick?
Who I picked? I picked Detroit. I picked the same.
I missed that. That went right past me. I was like, well, I thought it's not your turn. Anyway, but no. Bridgewater's probably out. I think that causes problems for them. Detroit is they play ugly and nasty, but that defense starts running, and all you need to do is throw that ball to that tight end. They'll be okay. So I'm going to go with Detroit.
All right. And the next game on tap, you have Philadelphia at Cleveland. Pop is going with Cleveland. I'm also going with Cleveland also. Black, who you got?
If Cleveland would just run the ball the rest of the season, they'll be a pretty good team. Just run it. Stop trying to make Baker Mayfield do what he just can't. He even against Houston, they couldn't get more than 3 points. They started running the ball effectively. Just pound it. I'm going to take Cleveland because they're home. Eagles are a mess, man. That team is it's a mess. It really is. Their quarterback is trying to do too much. Their play calling is not what it used to be. So, yeah, I'll take the Browns with this one easily.
All right, Ice. Philadelphia at Cleveland. Who you got?
Man, I cannot believe Philadelphia let the Giants beat them last week.
Giants almost beat them in the first game.
I'm watching the score. I'm like, cool. All right, Philadelphia, you got them. Coming back. I'm like, you let the Giants beat you? Man, that was bad. Anyway, I definitely have to check Cleveland. It's not because I really want to, but I can't afford to fall backwards, and I can't lose no more games to anybody. I need to keep moving forward. So, yeah, Cleveland.
You can look over me. You can say I can't lose any more games and let Black catch up because I don't matter. Next game on tap is Pittsburgh.
I didn't say that. That's you. You feeling some kind of way?
The champ feeling a certain type of way. Why are you worried about us if you the champ, bro? You the champ of the season, so why you in your feelings? I don't get it, man.
What's going on? Look. You're not representing the championship role.
Oh, man, all I said, if Ice took Seattle, I'm taking. That's not looking over you. I just said what I just saying,
You are
come on, man.
Okay.
Look,
you the champ. You acknowledge that. Jeez, man.
Always the little cousin. Always the little cousin. I'm always the little cousin.
Hey, no, you are the reigning champion for a few more weeks. Right now, you're a champ.
I think you've been feeling the pressure all season, man.
No, I'm always gonna be the little cousin, and I'm always gonna be the underclass.
You gotta act like you've been there, man. You gotta act like you've been there. You've been there. You gotta act like it.
Where's your football?
Thank you. Where's that at?
I ain't going to
get ring the doorbell again.
Hey, where is this at?
Yeah. I'll bring it next time. Next game on tap is Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. This may be an upset. I can smell upset letdown game because Jacksonville has been playing really good for the last 2 weeks under the new quarterback that they have since the regular quarterback went down. But Papa's going with Pittsburgh. I'm going with Pittsburgh. Maybe they can make it 10-0. But this is a game where I can see Pittsburgh kind of fumbling this and losing their first game. But I'm picking Pittsburgh. Black?
I don't think Pittsburgh will fumble this, man. Jacksonville's going to give them more than what they need. But I think Pittsburgh was humbled the past couple of weeks, so especially against the Cowboys. And I think they've kind of seen that you can't take any team lightly anymore. You just can't show up and basically kind of win. I think that'll be enough to wake them up. And they got some receivers, bro. Antonio who? And speaking of Antonio Brown, did you see the story that he did a little vandalism before the Tampa Bay signed him?
No.
Yeah, story came out this week. Ice may have heard of that. I guess he broke some cameras or something just recently, bro. Yeah, and Tampa Bay knew it just before he kind of got signed. So, but anyway, I'll take the Steelers with this one.
All right. Ice, you have Pittsburgh going to Jacksonville. Who you got?
Yeah, I noticed you had that nice little soliloquy about Jacksonville could be the bump in the road for Pittsburgh, but you know better than that. Come on, man. You know better than that. They lose to Jacksonville, I tell you what, I'm going to bet some money, as much money as I can get together, they will not make it to the Super Bowl. Losing to Jacksonville, Dallas would have been bad enough. But I'm going to choose Pittsburgh. They've shown the ability to be strong on defense when they need to. They do just enough to win games, and Jacksonville should be easy task for them to move forward on.
I don't know. We'll see. It's an AFC matchup, and Pittsburgh. I never said Pittsburgh was going to the Super Bowl, but they got to show me a little bit more to show me that they're going to the Super Bowl. Next game on tap is Tennessee at Baltimore. This is a tough one. Papa's going with the home team, Baltimore. I'm looking at the stats, looking at the injury report, looking at how Baltimore has been playing for the last few weeks. I'm still going to hold on to Tennessee. I still have some faith that they can get Henry going. Tannehill's been playing decent football, trying to hold that team together, and maybe this defense will get it together. Black, who you got?
One thing I noticed about Tennessee this past week is that defense is not good, bro. It's just not good. And I got a funny feeling that the Ravens, Harbaugh, is going to tighten down the playbook. They're going to go to the pound. They're going to turn Lamar loose with the running game, and that's going to be enough to beat Tennessee, because that's one thing the Colts were able to do against them was run the football. And if you can't stop the run with Lamar, he gets open a few times. Once he get that momentum going, I'm taking the Ravens.
Okay. Ice, who you got?
Wow, tough game, man. Wow, that's a very tough game. Baltimore is so up and down. But I'm going to go with Tennessee.
All right. Any reason why, as Black holds up his drink?
Yeah, I mean, as I told you before, the biggest issue for me is Baltimore is becoming more predictable on offense. I mean, and when you look at Jackson can play, but it's like if you get after him, and again, when you resort to your tight end and Willie Snead, I'm gonna say that the fourth to lead your squad, I think you're in trouble. And I think Tennessee realizes they just can't keep losing this game. And then, of course, there's always the tape from last year that you can look at to kind of go, you look at this tape, we can get them by using the same type of attitude. And I don't think Baltimore has enough strength on defense to stop Henry.
Yeah, because Tennessee did beat Baltimore in the playoffs. So this is probably a payback game for Baltimore, but I don't see that they have enough to pay them back on. Next game on tap is Cincinnati versus Washington. Pop is going with Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati also. Black, who you got?
Cincinnati, baby. Black door coming. Black door coming.
Anywho, all right, so you got
that drink must be real good.
Gotta be tequila.
Must be real good. You know it's the middle of the week for him. You need a sponsor for that Black Door coming. Cincinnati. You know, Washington has Alex Smith's going to be starting again. He had a pretty decent game last week. He still feel good. You glad he's back in the league. Threw some passes. Everybody's excited about that. But I think Joe Burrow's like, you know what? We don't win the games we need to win, and I think this is one they can win. They got humbled last week versus Pittsburgh, and now it's like, okay, let's put this down and show you what we can still do. And I think they can beat Washington. So the Bengals.
Yeah, okay. Next game on tap is Atlanta versus New Orleans. Drew Brees is out. And so Black's favorite player, Jameis Winston, is back on the saddle, baby. He's back on the saddle. I was talking to Pop earlier about this. He's going with Atlanta. He was like, that boy throws too many interceptions. I can't go with him. He's due to throw a bunch of interceptions. So the combination between Winston and Hill, I don't know either. So I'm going with Atlanta. Who you got, Black?
This is in ATL or it's in New Orleans?
It's in New Orleans.
Ooh, man.
Rivalry game.
Yeah. Wow. I think they got to lean on Hill. I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't trust. Wow.
Famous Jameis, you ain't going with your boy?
I'm going to take New Orleans with this one, man. I'm going to take New Orleans. I just think if it was in Atlanta, I might do it the other way. But I think between Hill and the running back, I don't think Sean Payton's going to allow Jameis Winston to throw a lot of interceptions. Between Hill and the running back, they're going to find a way to get this done. And not only that, New Orleans defense, they showed me something last year. When Drew went down last year, they stepped up. And I think they're going to do that this week enough to kind of get the win. So I'm going to take New Orleans. I mean, I'm tempted to go with Atlanta, but Atlanta sometimes can be Atlanta. I'm not saying they're not doing better with Ryan, the interim coach, Raheem. And I think I need to get the job. I think that brother need to go on. They need to solidify. Just going to give him the job. You ain't going to bring nobody any better that's going to work with the talent he's going to work with in the past 7 weeks. They've been playing hard for him. They've been winning some games. So give him the job. But this week, if it's in New Orleans with Hill, yeah, I'm going to take it. They're scared of Hill, bro. I told you that a couple of weeks ago. These players are scared of Hill. I'm taking New Orleans.
All right. Ice Water, Atlanta, at New Orleans. Who you got?
Yeah, well, I sent you a text. They put your boy Hill at quarterback. Didn't last long. So they won't put Famous Jameis in there. I'm still like, they really believe in Hill. How come he didn't play quarterback longer? That's for next time. So anyway, but I'm going to roll. I think the New Orleans defense has really stepped up. They were pumped up against Tampa Bay. There are times where they just kind of show you that they're a lot better than people think that they are. Michael Thomas is back. Kamara is just a monster, man, right now. He's just, I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. Just give him the ball. You give him a screen, you just hand the ball. He's a wrecking crew by himself. So I think that's enough. And they're at home. So I'm going to go with New Orleans.
All right. It's a toss-up, half and half with the squad on that one. Next game on tap is the New York Jets versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Pop is going with the Chargers at home. The Chargers got to beat the New York Jets, or this coach is fired. Whoever loses, one of these coaches is gone. That's my prediction in this game. Black, who you got?
I feel sorry for Anthony Lynn because, you know, at some point you got to prove your worth, man. He just hasn't done it. I mean, I'm rooting for him. He hasn't done it. But I think they'll get past the Jets. The Jets are that bad. Even though the Jets showed up last week and played some football, but on the road, they should not be able to beat the Chargers, bro. Chargers have enough to beat them, so I'll take the Chargers.
All right, Ice. New York Jets versus the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm going to go with the Chargers. The Jets are very bad. I chose them once this year. I will not do it again, ever again. Not this season anyway, even if they play the Cowboys. I'm going to I can't go that path again. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think Anthony Lynn, they can play, they can score points and move the ball enough when they have to. And I think the Jets just struggle all the way around as far as playing football week to week. So it has to be the Chargers for me.
Okay. Next game on tap is Miami going to Mile High to play the Denver Broncos. Pop is going with Miami. I'm sticking with Tua. He's 3-0 since his debut. And Black, who you got?
You just said, Coach, all the credit, man. To me right now, he's he's the coach of the year without a doubt, man. He started too, and I think he should. And they've been riding it. They've been riding it, and they have something going on. That team is very disciplined. They play effective, fundamental, sound, strong, punching them out football. I love it, man. I got to go with the Dolphins.
All right. All right, so you got?
Miami. Playing real well, playing well as a unit, making things happen. So definitely going to go with Miami.
All right. Next game on tap. You have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings. Pop is actually going with the Cowboys in this one. I'm going with Minnesota. Black, who you got?
I know what's name's coming back this week. I don't think he'll finish the game. I think the quarterback is coming back, the one that's making $7 million a year.
Andy Dalton?
Yes. Who's scared to play now? But anyway. What's name got hurt last week, the running back, but he came back in and played, man. And as long as that running back is in the back, I mean, Kirk Cousins can do some things every now and then. I go with the Vikings, man. Cook is just, that route was too much, bro. Even though they slowed him down for most of the game, towards the end, he started picking up speed. The Cowboys defense will not stop Cook. By second quarter, they're going to be running away from him. I'm taking Cook.
All right.
Is it in Dallas or is it in Minnesota?
This is in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, Cook. I mean, Mike Cook, same thing.
Oh, man, keep sucking up that liquor. All right, so you got?
Yeah, I know they say Dalton's supposed to be back this week, maybe, but it's going to be hard because Cook is on fire. They should have lost to Chicago, but that's another story. Anyway, but they will do what they need to do, I think, at home against Dallas. Dallas defense is still struggling. And you're asking Andy Dalton to do a lot. Unless bad Kirk Cousins shows up. But even if he does, I think they'll find a way to beat Dallas. So I'm going with Minnesota.
All right. We have Pop is the lone wolf on that, going with the Dallas Cowboys. Next game on tap should be an interesting game. Green Bay going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Pop is taking the home team, Indianapolis. I'm going with Green Bay. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Green Bay still has enough. I even though the Colts beat Tennessee made a lot of mistakes for the Colts to basically have that game. They turned it over a few times, punt. Green Bay will not do that. Green Bay doesn't turn the ball over much. Aaron Rodgers he didn't have a great week last week. I'm sure he wants to bounce back. The offense wants to be more effective. I don't trust the Colts. It's the Packers this week, baby.
All right. Ice, who you got?
Yeah, Green Bay. Your buddy over there, the quarterback for Indianapolis, is showing his wares. I think Green Bay knows what's going on. I think Aaron Rodgers is like, you know what? We need to get back on track. And if they lose to Indianapolis, it shows you that they're not really part of being the top of the upper echelon of the NFC. So with that alone, I'm going to roll with Green Bay.
Okay. Good point. Good point. Green Bay needs to start making hay right now because Minnesota is coming and they want to win that division. They got to beat Indianapolis and prove to everybody that they can go up against a reputable defense and really kind of whack them before the Thanksgiving break. Next game on tap is Kansas City versus Las Vegas. The Raiders beat Kansas City, giving them their loss this season. Pop is going with Kansas City in the revenge game. I also have to go with Kansas City in the revenge game, thinking that the Chiefs are going to put the Raiders in their place in that division and smack them down a few. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Kansas City was feeling themselves when they lost early in the season to the Ravens. They're not feeling themselves now. They've been woken up. They realize what's in front of them, and they're out there playing. There's been some games they haven't played that well, but this one they'll play better. I'm taking Kansas City.
All right. All right, so you got?
Yeah, Kansas City. What can you say? Andy Reid is playing, has those guys playing right where they need to be. They're kind of working some kinks out, but your tight end is showing up again, Kelsey, and they just kind of let guys get well a little bit, kind of, getting off the injury reserve list, and they're doing just enough to win, and that's what they need to do right now until they move forward for postseason. So Kansas City.
All right. Last game on Monday night. This one, I took a little time to try to figure out who's going to win this one because you had the LA Rams, who really did a great job defensively in their last game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I had to go with the home team. Pop went with the home team, Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with Tom Terrific in Tampa Bay. Black, who you got?
If I understand what you're saying correctly, you're saying Tampa Bay is playing the LA Rams?
Yeah.
And Donald suits up for the Rams?
Yep.
The Rams. When he starts coming after Tom Brady, there's going to be so many balls thrown the wrong way.
Moving.
Oh, man. I'm going to predict this. There will be at least 3, if not questionable, or 3 intentional groundings in this game thrown by Tom Brady.
3?
Yes, sir. At least 3. Donald, when he starts coming after him, watch out. Rams, baby.
I got to think, I agree with you, and I was thinking about that too, but I got to think that Tampa Bay knows that everybody else knows that if you come up against through the middle to try to get Tom Brady, they got to come up with some strategy on moving the pocket or something, doing something else than letting Donald just run ruckus over that offense. So I just had to go with Tampa Bay on a Monday night with Tom Terrific. Ice, who you got?
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll with Tampa Bay. Mike Evans had 11 targets last week. He finally caught a touchdown. Jones ran the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
And Donald is going to be a presence.
He's going to be a problem.
It's not Seattle, because if they can run the ball a little bit, dump it off, and Tampa Bay's defense can get after Goff. See, I think that's the issue, and I think that's going to be the difference for the Rams is if you get after Goff, put a little pressure on him, change the whole game. He changed the whole game. So I think that's going to be the key right there. So I'm going to choose Tampa Bay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our picks for week 11. Any parting shots, Black, on the picks?
Ooh, it's going to be an interesting week, man. It's going to be an interesting week. You know, I started early, man. I was trying to hold off. I'm like, I ain't got much of my time, man. So I got the band getting ready now, and Black Thor is ready to sound off. This is a week. You know, I already see that we got you shaking in your boots a little bit.
I ain't shaking. I'm amazed how you can look over me.
5 weeks ready, man. You're already talking like you know you lost the season, bro. I'm confident. So that's my parting shot right there, bro. If anything I see, we got you shaking. No football, no nothing. You have calmed down. So step aside.
All right, party shots, man.
Yeah, I hear that. So if he comes past you, you know he's coming next. It's all good. You know what? Like you say, we laugh at pressure, bro. Pressure bust pipes. So I'm glad that he's drinking. I want him to keep drinking as much as you can, because you're going to need it. You come up here too close. It's hot over here, boy. It's hot.
I had a feeling Minnesota was going to grab that guy. I thought either Minnesota or Golden State would grab the first pick, that guy in the first pick, because he's the truth. He's the truth. Yeah. He's the truth.
Well, he fits what Minnesota needs, though. I mean, you that shooting guard. I mean, I know we talked about the Hollywood level of ball and all that, but when you look at the team, he fits what they need if they're trying to move forward. And that young Wiseman, Golden State, baby, man, that's a smart move for them.
Yeah,
that stays healthy.
2 things, man. I'm a little surprised that Michael Jordan and the Hornets took ball there. I just am. I'm a little surprised, but they need a show too. But what I really, kind of noticed, man, when you look off the draft with the trades, I think Milwaukee did themselves justice, man. Getting Drew Holiday and that cat from Sacramento.
They needed scoring guards. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got rid of Bledsoe. They got some shooting out from outside. They got some defense. Yeah, they did themselves a solid, bro.
You notice that the dad, the ball father, he's been real quiet.
Yeah.
Real quiet. I haven't heard. This is the first time I've seen him in months.
Yeah, he ain't saying nothing.
He ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, but you look at it, their brand is gone, it's done. The
Yeah.
brand is done. And I mean, now it's to the point nobody wants to hear from him. If nothing else, they consider him, a lot of people consider him there as a laughing stock right now. He's still a dad though. But I was surprised though by Charlotte taking Ball. I was. And that is splash. Well, actually, I wasn't surprised because that's Jordan. That's the Jordan move.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you talking about, Black Thor. He ain't trying to win no games. You
No.
already got Graham down there. What the hell would you go back and get Ball? That's just more confusion. But you guys mentioned before about the Milwaukee trade. I think it's good for them, but they got to hit it because they gave them everything for the future. Yeah. They have no future.
Yeah.
You look at the draft picks that they gave up. There is no future. They better get somebody else or something. If they don't hit it this time,
Giannis is probably going to stay with them if they're making those moves like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't stay with them, but with the moves they've just made, they're going to have to make a major jump because anything about future, unless they do some other things, they gave up a bunch of picks in their future as far as getting any young talent coming in.
What about Phoenix? What do y'all think about Phoenix?
I like to move for veterans, for veteran leadership. I think Monty, he knows what he's doing. And I do think, like I said this another night, another show, I think Chris Paul is going into coaching sometime, bro. I think he's just resigned to the fact that it's not in the cards for him to win a championship. But to me, they got to get something out of that Senator draft. What's his name? Ayton, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brother got to come around, bro, because until he starts to play what he's capable of playing on a consistent basis, they're not going nowhere. They're just not going nowhere. But I think Monty will get them going, but he's got to find a way to get that center to play. But I think it's perfect to add him to the mix because he's going to elevate their team and their play just by his leadership. So that's cool in that sense.
What about you, Ice?
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's a great move. Monty and Chris Paul worked together for 1 year down in New Orleans back in the day. And Chris Paul said he loves his mind. He's a true basketball mind. I mean, you can just see the way that they performed in the bubble, eight in a row with the record. You can just see how that worked well for them. And now it's like we bring that mind together. And you guys talked about Ayton. I think the one problem with Ayton was and always has been, they put him in a position where he's supposed to be the superstar. He's supposed to lead the team, supposed to be a leader. And I think that can be rough for some people. And I think that now he can just be a player. He can play his position. Chris Paul is going to feed him, talk him up, let him know the way it's to be. And along with Booker and some other group, with Johnson and whatnot, I think him being part of a team instead of having to be the guy that's more dominant is going to really help him and help them overall. And Monty Williams can coach, man. Straight out. I mean, just you want to play for him. He's hungry, and he's going to do everything he can to win. And we know how Chris Paul is. He doesn't like to lose. And therefore, he's going to elevate them guys to another level and get them ready to go.
Yeah, CP3 and Booker are in the lab already.
Yeah, they practicing together.
They're practicing already. So I'm
That's
like,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like the day after. I mean, in Phoenix, just getting it in, getting ready for the season. So it would be interesting to see what happens Friday after this draft. I'm glad that Golden State didn't panic and got Wiseman, even though Klay Thompson is he's supposed to have a banged up knee or something like that in the workout. He got hurt, so I'm glad they didn't panic and get somebody like Ball to try to replace him or something like that, or another shooter, because I think there are some shooters that they can get in this draft if they need to do that. But Chicago keeps getting the same type of player, another small forward. I don't know. Maybe they're going to let go Valentine and some of the guys that they have. The Knicks pick is in, and that's why I'm sitting here waiting.
Yeah, we need.
I don't know why, but I'm just waiting on. And maybe it's just habit. It's just habit. Maybe this is the time where I need to be disappointed by the Knicks once again in the draft.
We got 2 picks in the first round. Huh? Oh, the Knicks got 2 picks in the first round. Okay.
Two times to muck it up, I guess.
Yeah.
I was hoping it lasted long enough so they could select Ball. I really was.
I wouldn't put it past them if they got him. So they got the number 8th and the number 23rd pick.
Okay.
So this is the 8th, and I'm trying to figure out who's there to even pick. You got Toppin there. Go get Toppin.
Yeah, he can help you.
Go get Toppin. If they pass up on Toppin, this show is over. This little bonus coverage you're seeing right now is over.
I'll just say this, but I'm glad. Well, I can't say it yet, but so far they haven't made a bonehead move with a trade for Russell Westbrook or something of that caliber. I mean,
Houston's giving them up. Houston's like, we need more. Y'all talking about y'all want to go here or there. Y'all need to give us more to get these guys. We're not letting them go.
Well, what's interesting is the talk about
yes,
John Wall
got a player. Yes,
John Wall for Westbrook.
About damn time.
Who
got Obi Toppin.
Oh, the Knicks did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
I saw your face momentarily. I was like, I was expecting them to pass him up, but yeah, you need a guy down low. Yes, Showtime. Yeah.
They're coming.
The young Amadi Stoudemire.
Right, but I mean, you look at Thibodeau too. So I mean, that's the kind of guy that he needs. He needs a guy with a motor. Toppin has that motor, and he's gonna play real hard every night, play some D, and you need that from Thibodeau. That's what he needs. He needs some guys gonna listen to him as well.
Have you noticed watching the draft how many interracial relationships you're seeing sitting on the chairs and the couches?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, think about it, man. You going to these major colleges, man. There ain't too many sisters at these.
No. I'm talking about the mamas and daddas.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yes, sir. The mamas and daddas, baby. I mean, it started with Lamar Ball. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's about some. I would say I've seen about 6 or 7. Even this cat here.
It's
mom and dad.
Melting pot. Huh? It's one big melting pot.
But yeah, we might talk about that a little bit on Sunday, because woo.
Yeah, but think about there are a lot of there are a number of brothers who are coming in to the league that played in the NBA, and fathers who have played in the league in the NBA, and some of them had interracial relationships. So when you're in those circles,
we're gonna make some sisters mad on Sunday, bro. I'm just telling you that right now. Be prepared. We're gonna make some sisters mad.
When haven't we made sisters mad on your show? It's my question. You've been making them mad for years. I ain't listening to that no more. Y'all think y'all know everything. Yeah.
You think you know everything. You think you know everything.
We ain't like that. Y'all are tripping.
I said this is his show. I'm just a guest.
I ain't with them. One of my boys texted me about the show. We were talking about no holidays for men. He was like, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Every holiday, money coming out of my pocket. Every holiday, money coming out of my pocket. Nobody else spend any money on the holiday but me. Father's Day, I'm barbecuing. I'm working. That's right. This is a show I can listen to. This is a show I can relate to. Ain't nobody else saying that. I'm like, yeah. I had a little rant.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Tears in my eyes, bro. Tears in my eyes.
Yeah, man. I said, that's right. I ain't even think about that. That's right. Every holiday, money coming out of my pocket. Where's my holiday? We're gonna start another movement.
Oh man.
A man holiday.
Hey, Ice, what I want to do, if you don't mind, man, Sunday, I want to come to you Sunday, and I want you to kind of go in on Shirley Chisholm, bro, because that was a nice point you made Sunday.
Okay.
And her name is like one of those that's been forgotten. So if you don't mind, man, whatever you want to share with her on Sunday, we're gonna come to. It's gonna be all yours, bro.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. Because I mean, when you think about it, I mean, we can talk about other people, but we don't think how significant she was.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
she was dynamite, man. And like I said, more people know her for that with that verse in the rap song.
Biz Marquis rap
Yeah,
song.
Biz Marquis said Reagan was the president, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm. That's
Yeah,
what people know about.
She laid the groundwork.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
There's no better time right now to bring her up and celebrate her, bro. And salute her other than right now.
She was dynamite, man.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't know. They don't realize that when you, like in this presidential election, they don't understand that she was so powerful that they came to her when they wanted to reach African American, the people in the African American community. They went to all these other, you had all these men that were supposed to be leaders in our community, but they came to her because her voice went like no other. And people don't understand that. I mean, you know, it's like you overlook her mostly because she's a woman, right? And then they don't think that they took her really seriously because she was up way before anybody else. They didn't really take her seriously, but she's putting a lot of work in and was diligent. And like you mentioned about the lady down in Georgia, you know, Abrams.
Yep.
She was going about the business the same way, just back in the day, and nobody talked about it.
Yeah, okay, bro. So Sunday be all you, bro. If you don't mind, appreciate it.
No problem.
Black men talk.
That's it.
Definitely.
Want to give a shout out to my girl Hermita from back in the day. Gave me a buzz talking about she watches the show. She enjoys it, loves the show. Appreciate you. But she made one suggestion. So here we go. She says, you know what y'all need to do? I said, what's that? You know what y'all need to do. So we're going to have to bring Pete Joe back on. She don't even know. She don't know Pete Joe, but she said it will help to have a little, you know, female persuasion on there, and that's cool. Yeah. So
I'm going to talk less. I keep trying to tell you.
I'll hit her up.
So thank you, Rita. Much love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And we're going to keep doing it. So thank you.